Students, today we are going to discuss the question. Comment on the statement no work is involved in an expansion of a gas in vacuum. This question is asked for 2 marks. This question is asked in another way. Explain free expansion of gas results into no work. Same way this question is also asked by third type. Explain how work of expansion is in vacuum is zero. Means we have to prove that the work done in expansion of gas that is found to be zero in the case of vacuum. So this question is asked for 3 way, but answer is same. So first of all, we will know that the derivation we have derived in the last video, that W is equal to minus P external V2 minus V1. So this is when gas is expanded against an external pressure P external from initial volume V1 to final value V2. We will get W is equal to minus P external V2 minus V1. Means this is the expansion of gas, but the same expression will be W is equal to P external V2 minus V1. There is a compression of gas. So expansion of gas means work is done by the system on the surrounding, and hence W is negative. We have already done this in the last lecture. Now second point is that work is performed by the system opposing force. Here work is done by the system on the surrounding. Why? Because we know that, so this is our cylinder. It is fitted with wetless and frictionless piston. It is present here. So this is volume V1. Now this piston is moving, this gas is expanded and piston is moving in upward direction. So now this volume becomes V2. So initial volume is small, final volume is large, means there is an expansion. And whenever there is an expansion, its pressure will be negative, because this driving force and this opposing force, they are opposite to each other. That's why this sign is negative, and W is equal to minus P external V2 minus V1. After that, this is the opposing force, pressure. Greater the opposing force, more is the work. But our question is that what is happening in vacuum? We have to show that no work is involved in the expansion of gas in the vacuum. So vacuum means what? There is no material is present, and no material is present, that's why there will be no pressure. Suppose we are standing on the surface of the earth, we are feeling the 1 atmospheric pressure because air is present. If you are considering the pressure cooker, there is a water vapors are present, but temperature increase, water vapors quantity increases, that's why the pressure is increased. So pressure is depends upon quantity of matter. Here in vacuum, pressure is equal to 0. That's why our equation W is equal to minus P external into V2 minus V1. So P will become 0 because it is in vacuum condition. That's why derivation become W is equal to P external is 0 into V2 minus V1. So 0 multiplied by any quantity, the answer will be 0. Hence W is equal to 0. It proves that our statement no work is involved in an expansion of gas in a vacuum. Same way, it also proves explain free expansion of gas results into no work. This is the free expansion, means in vacuum there is a no material is present to oppose that. That's why it is called as free expansion. And third question, explain how work of expansion in vacuum is 0. In vacuum, pressure is all equal to 0. And we know the formula W is equal to minus P external V2 minus V1. So pressure is 0, that's why this quantity becomes 0, and W into 0 into any quantity, answer will be 0. So student, आज हमें ये क्वेश्चन देखना है, नो वर्क इज इन्वॉल्व इन द एक्सपेंशन ऑफ गैस इन वैक्यूम. और इस क्वेश्चन को दूसरी तरह से पूछते हैं 2 मार्क्स के लिए, एक्सप्लेन फ्री एक्सपेंशन ऑफ गैस रिजल्ट्स इनटू नो वर्क. फिर से इसको और दोबारा पूछ सकते हैं दूसरे टाइप से, explain how work of expansion in vacuum is 0. Okay, for that purpose we are taking the help of our previous expression we have derived in the previous video. हम लोगों ने इसके पहले वीडियो में जो देखा है कि जो डेरिवेशन है वर्क डन का कहाँ पे, जब प्रेशर वहां पे एक्सटर्नल पी एक्सटर्नल रहता है, इंटरनल प्रेशर और अपोजिंग प्रेशर, उसका डेरिवेशन क्या मिला था हमको, W इज इक्वल टू माइनस पी एक्सटर्नल V2 माइनस V1। वर्क इज परफॉर्म, यहाँ पे निगेटिव आ गया, W कैसा आ गया, निगेटिव, इसका मतलब वर्क इज परफॉर्म बाय द सिस्टम ऑन द सराउंडिंग। पहला वॉल्यूम V1 है, इसका मतलब वॉल्यूम कम है। दूसरा वॉल्यूम V2 हो गया, तो V1 से बड़ा हो गया V2, इसका मतलब क्या हो गया, एक्सपांशन। और जब एक्सपांशन होता है तो वर्क डन हमेशा कैसा रहता है, निगेटिव। W इज इक्वल टू माइनस पी एक्सटर्नल V2 माइनस V1। आफ्टर दैट हियर वी आर राइटिंग ग्रेटर द अपोजिंग फोर्स मोर इज द वर्क। अपोजिंग फोर्स ज्यादा रहेगा तो वर्क ज्यादा रहेगा, अपोजिंग फोर्स कम रहेगा तो वर्क कम रहेगा। बट वी आर इंटरेस्टेड, हमें क्या देखना है, वैक्यूम में क्या कंडीशन है। जब वैक्यूम रहता है तो उसमें कोई मटेरियल नहीं रहता, इसीलिए प्रेशर की वैल्यू क्या हो जाती है, 0। हम अर्थ के सरफेस पे खड़े हैं, हमको एयर का प्रेशर एक्सपीरियंस होता है, उसका प्रेशर है 1 एटमॉस्फेयर। इसका मतलब जब हम वैक्यूम में जाते वहां पे कोई मटेरियल नहीं था, एयर नहीं रहती, उसका मतलब प्रेशर की वैल्यू क्या होगी, 0। और अपना इक्वेशन है W इज इक्वल टू माइनस पी एक्सटर्नल V2 माइनस V1, प्रेशर की वैल्यू 0 हो गई। इस इक्वेशन में यहाँ पे P इज इक्वल टू 0 है, इसका मतलब W इज इक्वल टू 0 इंटू V2 माइनस V1। इसका मतलब 0 से कौन से भी क्वांटिटी को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो W क्या हो गया, 0। So in this way we are proving that no work is involved in an expansion of gas in vacuum. This is the explanation of our question for 2 marks. It is very important. So it's carry two equation, W is equal to minus P external V2 minus V1, and in vacuum P is equal to 0. By placing the value P is equal to 0, W is equal to minus P external V2 minus V1. So W into 0 into V2 minus V1. So 0 से कौन से भी क्वांटिटी को मल्टीप्लाई किया, आंसर क्या आ गया, 0। इसका मतलब अगर वैक्यूम रहता है तो उसका प्रेशर क्या रहता है, 0। और प्रेशर 0 आ गया तो 0 से कौन से भी क्वांटिटी को मल्टीप्लाई करें, आंसर क्या आने वाला है, 0। This proves that no work is involved in an expansion of gas in vacuum. Okay. After that, in next video, we are going to discuss the next topic. तब तक के लिए bye bye.